Hey everybody, my name is Russell and this is part 2 on how to play The Sims 4. If you missed part 1, definitely check that out. It is all about making a sim in create a sim mode, otherwise known as cast mode. This video, part 2, is all about making sure you know the steps you need to take to make your very first build in build by mode. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be assuming that you are completely new to The Sims 4, you probably just downloaded it for free, and that you just created your first household. This video is really about getting you the basics to start playing The Sims as fast as possible, whether that is making a shell house, which is a house that's not fully decorated yet, or getting a house from the gallery so that you can get somebody else's house for you. Like last time, I'm also going to be assuming that you're using a mouse with a scroll button, something like this. Very, very useful, especially in build mode. Alright, so right after you make your first sim household, you're going to be greeted with this menu to select world to move into. Before I select world, I just wanted to give you an overview about what build by mode is. Like the name implies, build by mode is about buying stuff you need to make your house and then making your house. When I say buying the stuff to need to make your house, I really do mean it. Things in the Sims 4 build mode cost stuff to create. So things from your walls, to your roof, to your windows, even the basic necessities, you'll need to use a currency that the Sims uses called simoleons. There is functional use for the rooms and the lots that you make in build by modes. In live mode, after you create your house, you're going to need to fulfill all your needs. For example, everybody needs to use their bathroom, everybody needs to eat, so you're going to make a bathroom, you're going to make a kitchen, and then that actually will play into your gameplay later on. Alright, so I've clicked on Willow Creek and you can kind of see here there's 3 lots that are still open. I can click on any of them and then choose my household to move into. So if I click on to Hello Slow, I can click this confirm button and then the Velasquez household is moving in. Could this be a perfect home? If you're looking for something smaller, 30 by 20 works just fine, but if you're trying to make a big house, say like a mansion, you might want to do something bigger in lot size. This also costs 5,500 simoleons. You'll see right here I have 22,000 simoleons. If there's a lot, for example, that costs 30,000 simoleons or 50,000 or a million simoleons, you might need a little bit more money. That is where cheats come in. But for now, I'm going to click into Hello Slow. I'm gonna move in here. Loading. Alright, so you'll see here the game plops you right into live mode when you click onto a house to move into, but you obviously need a house before you move into anything. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click this hammer and wrench icon, or you can also click F2 on your keyboard, and you'll see that you're in build mode. Before I move forward, I'm gonna tell you all the cheats and tricks that you need to know. First things first, to open the cheats menu, you're going to hold Control, Shift, and C, and then this little box is going to pop up right here. If this is your first time playing The Sims 4 and using cheats, you're going to type in this following command, do testing cheats on with a space. And so it's going to say cheats are then enabled, and then from here on out, you can use any cheats that you want. Now that you have the cheats bar open and cheats are activated, the first cheat I'm just going to tell you to do is type in motherload. I'm gonna keep typing motherload. And what that does, it gets you 50,000 simoleons at the bottom left corner of your screen. I'll be dropping the relevant cheats right here, so feel free to pause the video at any time to screenshot if you wanted to reference these cheats when you're playing The Sims in the future. The 3 cheats that I'm going to be going over are bb.ignore gameplay unlock entitlement, bb.move objects on, and then the last one is bb.enable free build. You'll see below that I filtered out objects that you need to unlock. And so what you're going to do with the BB Ignore Gameplay's unlocks entitlement, say that 5 times fast, is once you press enter, all of these items that were previously locked are now unlocked. For the second key cheat for build by mode, I've actually just dropped this random room in the middle of the lot. Do bb.move objects and then space, press on. You'll be able to actually move objects and intersect with each other. Alright, so I'm back at the Willow Creek menu just to showcase this last cheat, which is bb.enable free build. Let's say that I'm content with my build and the lot that I've chosen when I first started, but I really want to build on other lots. If I type in bb.enable free build, it will say free build mode is enabled, and now I can build on any lot, even if it's not my own lot. Back to my actual build so I can show you the controls for the game. First thing I like to do is change my Sims 4 camera to the Sims 3 camera. The main difference here is that if I'm clicking down on the scroll button and I'm using the Sims 4 camera, it will move my entire frame view. If you click the 3 dots right here, go to game options, go to game camera, and click the Sims 3 camera and apply changes, of course. I can click onto the scroll button again, drag my mouse, and I'll see a different angle of the builds that I'm working on. I can hit Control Z or Command Z if you're using a Mac to undo, and then of course Control or Command Y to redo it. If I clicked on the bed and I wanted to move it, you'll see it's kind of locked to the grid that The Sims 4 comes in. But if I hold Alt, it gives me a little bit more freedom. I'm unlocked from the grid and I can put this object next to other objects more closely. For example, next to this wall where previously I wouldn't be able to microspace that close. If you want to see a top-down view of a build that you're building with, you press T. And you can see that it's like a bird's eye view. So feel free to use that to your advantage when you're trying to get a better angle for your builds. You're going to toggle that off, press T again. This eyedropper tool is really handy if you're trying to make new walls or new rooms and use the same wallpaper, for example. If I really like this beehive wallpaper, press E. And then you can put it onto any other wall or surface that you're actually creating. I would just hold and drag it down. Now this designer tool is super helpful. If you like an item that's already in a house, but you don't like the swatch, press R, click into it, and now you have an array of different swatches that you can choose from. And then this sledgehammer tool is really good for just erasing things in your build. If I wanted to destroy this entire wall, I would go sledgehammer, drag across, your wall is gone. All right, say you already have a pre-existing room, you could go and actually move that entire room. So move house, I can click on that and then move the entire room. And then if I just wanted to completely erase a lot that I already have, I can click bulldoze. I can start from a fresh canvas. So by now you should know the cheats and the main hotkeys that you'll be using. What you need to know to build a shell of a house is you just press B, and that will again bring you to the walls and room section. And so 3 walls to make a room, or if you want to be really quick with it, you hold shift when you're making a wall, and that'll actually just automatically make you a room. My view in the wall, it looks a little funky because I have my walls down, but if I wanted to look at from the external side, I would click walls up view. If I wanted to look at from the internal side, I would click walls down view. This roof tool, if you click right here, will let you choose from a different amount of roofs. I would not want to live in this house because it'd be very dark and there would be no way to get in or out. The next thing you're going to want to do is build a door. So go to this build section, click on the door section. I'll click on a door and place it. Next thing I'm going to do is add some windows to get some natural lighting in. You click on the windows section and then you can add some windows. And you want to make sure that when you're adding windows to your buildings, you're doing it from all sides so that light comes through multiple entryways. And there you go. That is an overview of how to actually get a shell of a house into The Sims 4. From here on out, a lot of it is pretty self-explanatory. You'll click on the objects that you see in this build section right here. For example, if I wanted to add a wallpaper to it or a pattern to it, it's a simple drag and drop. If you wanted something to just pop into your game, you click this gallery icon right here. It's a little heart inside of a light bulb, or you can press F4. And then from here on out, there are a ton of different houses, households, rooms that you can download and just swap for a place of your lot that you're already using. The first thing to look out for when you're downloading a lot from the gallery is to make sure that the packs that you have are compatible with that lot's object. For example, if I did not have Get Together, but then the objects that are in this lot use Get Together assets, then I wouldn't be able to download that lot. You should look out for lots that have a perfect lot size. For example, I wouldn't be able to download this big lot and put it in my 30 by 20 lot because it's way too big for the lot that I'm currently using. I see this lot is probably appropriately sized. Yep, place lot. I'm going to place it furnished, but you have the option to do unfurnished. It's going to replace everything you currently have in build mode, so that one room and the right triangle room that I have are going to get erased. I will press yes. It's a completely functional house that I can just start working in. You should at this point have everything you need to know to get started in build buy mode for The Sims 4. If you are happy with the build that you already have, make sure to save so you don't have all of your progress lost. And then you can access your builds and edit it at any time from here on out. So that about does it for today's video. Again, today's video is very basic, making sure you have the tools you need to start your Sims 4 gameplay in live mode. Whether you're starting off with a shell of a house or a lot or room that you're downloaded from the gallery, either way works. There's no wrong or right way to play The Sims 4. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel again if you're watching from YouTube, and comment below to see what types of how-to guides or other content you might be interested in watching moving forward.